Good morning. We are going to continue with 4.1 complex numbers, so that way you guys will have it. And I'm going to go ahead and skip to the end. This will be uploaded as a completed notes, so I'm going to skip to the end where I did not finish. Okay, guys? We're going to go over to the conjugate real quick, so let you guys finish. Here is your conjugate, okay? What is a conjugate? Well, a conjugate is where you are doing the inverse of your imaginary term. And the reason you want to do that is so that way you can get rid of the I. Because, maybe I get a better pen. Because you cannot have an I in the denominator. You have to read denominator. So you actually have to get rid of the I. And to get rid of the I, you are going to use the conjugate. So here's an example of a conjugate. If you have 4 plus 2i, the conjugate of 4 plus 2i will be 4 minus 2i. Okay? Another example. What if I have negative 3 minus 2i? The conjugate of negative 3 minus 2i would be negative 3 plus 2i. See a pattern taking place? Another example, what if you have 5 minus 2i? The conjugate of that one would be 5 plus 2i. And I'll show you guys why this works. Okay? All right, so here we go. If you look, here's an example of this one. Okay? When you do the conjugate, you're going to multiply them together. So you have 4 plus 2i times 4 minus 2i. You see that? So if you were to simplify this, you would put 4 times 4, which is 16. 4 times negative 2i is negative 8i. Inside term, plus 8i minus 4i squared. Notice what happens to your inside term. They cancel, and negative 4 times I squared is positive 4. So this comes out to be 20, and you have got rid of your I. The same thing, let's try the other one. Negative 3 minus 2i times negative 3 plus 2i. And the whole purpose of it is to get rid of the I, the imaginary part. Negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. Negative 3 times 2i is minus 6i. Negative 2i times negative 3 is plus 6i. Negative 2i plus 2i is minus 4i squared. Notice how the inside term cancels. And so you have 9, negative 4 times negative 1 makes that a positive 4. And you have just got rid of your I. Okay? So let's take a look. Here we go. So I have an example. And the only time you want to use the conjugate is in your division. All right, let's look at number 6. You have 3 minus 4i divided by 5 plus 2i. So I want to get rid of the I in your denominator. So what are you going to do? You're going to multiply it times the conjugate. So what's the conjugate of your denominator? 5 minus 2i. What you do to the bottom, you do to the top. What you do to the denominator, you do to the numerator. And I like to tell my students to put parentheses around them because you are multiplying a binomial. Okay? All right. So let's do the denominator first. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times negative 2i is negative 10i. 2i times 5 is positive 10i. See how they're going to cancel? 2i times negative 2i is minus 4i squared. So guess what happens? Those guys cancel. And so negative 4 times negative 1 is positive 4. So your denominator is 25 plus 4, which is 29. Okay? Now let's do the numerator. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times negative 2i is negative 6i. Negative 4i times 5 is negative 20i. And negative 4i times negative 2i is positive 8i squared. So guess what you have now? This becomes a negative 8, and we're going to combine like terms. 15 minus 8 leaves you 7. 6i minus 20i is negative 26i. You can have the I in the numerator, not the denominator. And there's your conjugate, okay? And that's why we do it, so we don't have an I in the denominator. And that's why I use a conjugate. All right. Now, what I want you guys to do, I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Let me see. If you sit on the left side of the desk, I want you to do this as your practice. And if you sit on the right side of the desk, I want you guys to do that. Got it? All right. Take a moment, pause this video. Okay. And then I want you to come back and check your solution. Okay. All right. Number 22, your solution is 11 plus 9i. If you got that correct, good job. Number 23, it is 7 minus 3i. Okay? Number 26, your solution is negative 3 minus I. 27 is negative 2 plus I. Make sure you got all these answers as you were practicing. You have an exit ticket tomorrow. Okay? Just make sure you guys know how to do it. Number 30 is negative 2 plus 11i. Number 31, 13 plus 13i. Number 36, the answer is 7 plus 14i divided by 5. 37 is 4 plus I. All right. Always make sure you simplify your answers. Okay? There you go. I want to check this problem real quick. For some reason, I don't feel that's right. So 17, 4 minus I, your conjugate would be 4 plus I, 4 plus I. Okay? Distribute. This will be 16 minus I squared, which becomes a positive 1, which gives you 17. 17 times 4 is 68. Is that right? Yeah. Remember to put parentheses around this. Plus 17i. All right. Give me a moment. What is 68 divided by 17? It's 4. Okay. So this comes out to be 4 plus 17i over 17, which cancel. So, yep, this is the correct answer. Always simplify your answers, okay? I just want to make sure. All right. If you have questions, let me know. You have an exit ticket tomorrow. Just make sure you guys know how to do it, okay? Have a great day.